matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gamecocks offense will have the ball first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside kick. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooners offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Caught over the middle, it's Burks.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man, it's Burks. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Sooners are marching down the field. The give to the tailback. And he makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Powers through, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Complete downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Fires it down the seam. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take it.
Makes a grab for a big play.
And that's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, South Carolina! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Quickly to the tight end. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stop just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
And the Sooners line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. They get to him as he throws. That's caught. It's Hunt. And he's brought down after a nice game. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs like throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. And you better look out, college football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Third down play from the gun. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Direct snap. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job. Playing fast, trusting their eye.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Lewis. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center on?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. He's bringing a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose.
But the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And they swarm him under.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Sellers. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Sellers. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold defense.
Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Batir. Makes the catch, it's Sategna. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Sategna. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. Keep this drive alive.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's 4th down. Like, 4th down and goal, and I got to reach that ball. 1st down, 2nd down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
The Sooners decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Firing to the right, complete. Fighting off the defender. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Time to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the big fella. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on fourth. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today.
And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to bring it back. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Keeps it going. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
Catches it at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He'll pull it on the read. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end.
They're trailing by 13 to Boise State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Sets up the screen.
Well, on third down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And a great job on the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. From the gun, the ground game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Right on the money. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The inside handoff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And it's no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Bringing the heat. That's caught. It's up. At the 45 on its way. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in down the sideline. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. He'll set up to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here?
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Unleashes to the end zone. Picked off. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Pulls it in. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Pearson pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Lofts one deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they... Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence.